spiders mimicking tree leaves to arachnids that mimic ants. Here are 22 of the world's most bizarre species of spiders. 22. An acrobatic arachnid. Well, starting off, we found a couple of spider species that exhibit some similar physical characteristics when it comes to predator evasion. Now, first up is the wheel spider. It is found in southern Africa's Namib Desert. It's known to evade predators like wasps by flipping onto its side and then cartwheeling its way down sand dunes at a rate of 44 turns per second. 21. Another acrobatic arachnid. Now, the flick-flack spider is indigenous to Morocco. Whenever it's threatened, this animal will execute a series of forward or backward flips, similar to moves used by acrobats. While the flick-flack spider is the only spider known to use this particular type of locomotion, both it and the wheel spider are huntsman spiders, and they are sometimes confused for one another. A flick-flack, by the way, that's a term that refers to the acrobatic motion these critters display. 20. Fishing spiders. Fishing is not a skill you would normally associate with spiders, but it does seem that some of the arachnids have a taste for seafood. Researchers say there are some 5 species of spiders that'll supplement the diet by catching small fish, and they can take down prey twice their own size and weight. Now, some species are able to swim, dive, or even walk on the surface of the water. The creatures have been documented worldwide, but they seem to be the most active in the Florida wetlands. Spiders there have been observed to prey on smaller mosquito fish. 19. TROGLORAPTOR spider. Now, these arachnids were found in the caves of Oregon in 2010, and they were among the first new families of spider described since 1990. These critters have a strange look that is accented by the hook-like claws found on the legs. With the legs fully extended, they can measure about 3 inches, although they can appear to be larger than that. Experts think the creatures may have helped inspire legends of giant cave-dwelling spiders in the area in which they were found. 18. Darwin's bark spiders. Now, these critters are a species of orb weaver spider found in Madagascar, and they're known as some of the most impressive engineers in the entire animal kingdom. One of the webs suspended over a river measured some 80 feet, making it the world's biggest spider web. Researchers say it's the females that actually do the bulk of the construction, and for weaving a web so large, the arachnids are relatively small, measuring less than an inch. Did you know that the silk of this spider is said to be one of the strongest known biological materials? 17. Whip spiders. These ancient arachnid arthropods are also known as tailless whip scorpions, although they are neither spider or scorpion. Aside from the scary appearance, they do not possess venomous fangs or silk glands for that matter, and they are considered harmless to humans. Now, there are more than 150 species of whip spider documented around the world, and they've been here for a long time, more than 300 million years. 16. Rain spider. Now, when you mention huntsman spiders, you might often think of Australia, since the arachnids are commonly found there. But a scary-looking species of these creatures is also found in Africa. They have an average leg span of about 4.5 inches, so they're smaller than the Aussie counterparts. And although they are venomous, their bite would have an effect on a human being that is similar to a bee sting. They're called rain spiders, by the way, because they often enter homes just before it rains. 15. Camel spiders. According to experts, these animals are indeed arachnids. However, they are not true spiders, nor are they true scorpions, a little bit like that whip spider we mentioned a few segments back. Now, there are some urban legends about these animals concerning them eviscerating camels, and that's where they get their common name. However, that is no more true than all the stories of them biting humans and injecting a lethal venom. They are actually non-venomous and are harmless to humans. 14. Diving bell spider. These arachnids are found across northern Asia and into Europe, and like any other spider, they breathe air. But these particular critters reside under the water using the diving bell webs for which they are named. Diving bells are constructed of sheets of waterproof silk and a protein-based hydrogel, and they're spun between water plants which are submerged and then inflated with air so the spiders can exist underwater. Because the air bubble shrinks, the spider has to occasionally replenish its oxygen supply. 13. Giant huntsman spider. Now, this big invertebrate nightmare was located in 2001 in a Laos cave, and experts were surprised that such a specimen went undiscovered for so long. With a leg span that reaches close to 12 inches or 30 centimeters, it is considered to be the largest spider in the world. But in terms of size and mass, there's another contender for the title, which is coming up on a list. 12. Gliding spiders. Along with certain other invertebrates, spiders can use the skies to effectively travel from one location to another. After reaching a high point, they will release fine silk or gossamer threads that will catch an updraft of wind, and that enables them to go airborne. The process is usually referred to as ballooning or kiting. While the journeys are often short, they can have a high mortality rate. But these spiders can make trips over 1,000 miles from land and can reach altitudes of 16,000 feet above sea level. 11. GOOTY tarantula. Thanks to its unique coloration, this arachnid is also known as the metallic tarantula, and it's found in the forests of northern to southern India. They can be surprisingly fast, and they're known to carry a venom that can cause intense pain that can last for a week. However, because they primarily occupy a 39 square mile area, the spiders are becoming even more rare as that habitat is increasingly degraded by firewood harvesting and logging activities. 10. Goliath bird-eater. So we mentioned that the giant huntsman spider is the largest such creature when measured by leg span. So how about the largest spider when measured by mass and size? Well, that would be the Goliath bird-eater, located in the rainforests of South America. This tarantula species can weigh in at over 6 ounces, with a leg span of around 11 inches. Now, while the fangs can penetrate human skin, the venom would be no more harmful to you than a wasp's sting. And concerning that name, it has been known to prey on birds, but only on rare occasion. 9. Assassin spiders. These critters are also known as pelican spiders, since the long necks serve to support the huge elongated jaws. But make no mistake, they more than live up to their assassin nickname. These spiders prey only upon other spiders and are native to South Africa, Australia, and Madagascar. But that scary name and appearance aside, these animals pose no danger to humans. However, they have been around for quite a long time, from the Jurassic to the present. 8. Scorpion-tailed spider. Now, this is not a hybrid species of arachnid. The scorpion-like tail is actually part of the female's abdomen that tapers to a tail-like shape. When under duress, the spider will arch its tail as a way to deter predators, much as a true scorpion would. Now, it's interesting to note that only the females possess that tail. The males are smaller and more resemble ordinary spiders. And species of these animals are found from Australasia to Madagascar. 7. Amazing spider ants. You'd almost think it was an ant until you looked a little closer. Now, it's actually a spider that mimics an ant. Now, those insects provide a great disguise since there are trillions of ants, and they're so aggressive and unpalatable that predators, including wasps and birds, will typically avoid them. Did you know that there are more than 300 species of ant-mimicking spiders? 6. Peacock spiders. These tiny critters belong to the same family as jumping spiders, and they're known for their vibrant coloration and distinct patterning. But only the males of this genus receive the striking colors, which are most notably displayed during courtship rituals. The male will raise the circular, colorful flap on his abdomen in order to catch the female's attention. And to make himself more noticeable, the male will also make his abdomen and hind legs vibrate. Since all jumping spiders are known to have superior eyesight, the female, of course, cannot miss those signals. 5. Leaf mimic spider. Researchers say that a species of spider discovered in China's Yunnan rainforest is the first spider discovered that can mimic a tree leaf. Dead tree leaves are stuck onto branches by using the spider's silk. Then, the critter has a place to stay hidden from predators and prey alike. This arachnid has a talent for detail as well. Not only can it assume the colors of leaves, but even the veins of leaves as well. Because its mimicry is so convincing, it could be why only 2 of the arachnids have thus far been discovered. 4. Happy face spider. Now its Hawaiian name is NANANANA, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, it means face pattern spider, which is pretty much how it is commonly referred to anyway. While the happy face spider has a pattern that resembles a smiley face, its actual purpose is still mostly unknown. Experts think it might serve to camouflage the small beast by disrupting its predator's pattern recognition. And in fact, it may serve no adaptive purpose at all, except maybe to put a smile on your face. 3. Spitting spiders. Now maybe Spider-Man took a page from this arachnid's playbook, at least where his web fluid is concerned. These spiders catch the prey by spitting out a fluid that will congeal into a sticky, venomous glob upon contact with its prey. While the substance is produced in the critter's venom glands, it contains both the toxin as well as a liquid form of silk. A lightning-quick attack can be executed from about 20 millimeters away, which will immobilize and weaken the target. Now, after the prey is subdued, the critter will give it a venomous bite, then wrap it up in silk as per typical spider fashion. 2. Spiny orb weaver. Now, you cannot miss the sharp spines on the back, and because of that, these animals are often called spiny-backed orb weavers. Now, that makes sense, no? They can exceed about an inch in diameter and also have a hard, spiked crab-like shell on the abdomen. Even though they look exotic, it seems that these critters are rather common. Experts say they can be found worldwide and pose no threat to humans, in case you were wondering. 1. Himalayan jumping spider. Now, if there is an animal that enjoys the high life, it's gotta be this wee beast. It's not called the Himalayan jumping spider for giggles either. These creatures live in the Himalayas, including Mount Everest, at elevations of some 22,000 feet, and they have been documented to inhabit those icy, snowy regions on a permanent basis. Food would seem to be an issue at that altitude, but scientists say that strong winds will blow prey like insects onto the mountain slopes, and so they feast. Now, just one question. How do you think those spiders got all the way up there? Don't say by jumping, but tell us in the comments below.